So, as many of you know, I hit a animal, got in an accident. Fucking deer magnet. It's alright though, I think it can be fixed. Maybe. Yeah, we'll just ignore that. And if you watch some of my older videos, you know that we were talking about doing a rotary swap on the 86. But it's kind of been up in the air. We're not really sure if we're going to do it, but maybe since we have to tear it apart, I can talk my friends and brother into helping me. Maybe. That, and I really want to get the motor out of this because I'm tired of looking at this piece of crap sitting in my driveway. But that's not what this video is about. It is about my E46 325i sedan. Yes, car seat can fit. Thank God, because the 86 is too small. When I bought this car, it had zero issues besides a check engine light for O2 sensors. It has aftermarket headers on it, and they are up against a firewall, so the sensors do not fit. And this is my first BMW. I am not very familiar with them. I do know that this generation in particular has cooling system issues, which I have now had to deal with. After about, I think, the second week of owning the car, I was driving it to work, and it started puking coolant all over the parking lot. And come to find out, it was the expansion tank. There's a little petcock on the bottom of it that is supposed to be like a sealer slash valve slash drain plug or whatever, and it started leaking really bad. So we had to replace the entire expansion tank. But one thing I haven't had to deal with on any other vehicle I've ever owned is air in the system. This thing does not like air in the system at all. It runs hot. I've had it on vacuum. I've let it sit. I've done the little jack up the driver's side, twist the bleeder valve, everything. It just will not get air out of the system. And I also think I might have steamed the thermostat, so probably have to get one of those too. But we are doing a build on this, full engine build, transmission swap, and I know what you guys are going to say. Am I keeping it manual? No. I am putting a ZF 8HP 70 series in this thing with a turbo Lamech controller. If you know anything about turbo Lamech, they build transmission controllers for ZF transmission, specifically the 8HP swaps into a vast majority of vehicles, like all the way from JDM to German to American vehicles. It does not matter. They have a controller for you. And we are going to be boring this over to an 86 millimeter aluminum cylinder sleeves. We're getting a stroker kit for it. It should be about a 3.4 liter stroker kit, I think is what it is. Titanium rods, diamond pistons, the whole 9 yards will be done on this thing. We have to go through and redo the cross hatchings on the bore, and you know, everything has to be done. And then we'll probably put a body kit on it. I'm a very big fan of the click tuning body kit. It isn't the most fancy body kit out there on the market, but it is really nice to me. Maybe a nice wrap on the vehicle, maybe a new hood with some vents. If you guys have any recommendations for this is my first rodeo with this chassis and BMW in general, so I would definitely appreciate any tips you guys have. But if you guys do want to follow the build on the E46 or the Gr86, either build, I'm sure I'll be doing a mixture of both at the same time. Subscribe to the channel, follow me on TikTok, YouTube, anything that you can find me on, follow me on there, because your boy needs some car parts.